Welcome into the masterclass Build a Six-Figure Group Coaching Program Plus Master Your Messaging. I am Tay. I'm so excited that you're here. I have been teaching women how to build group coaching programs now for a couple of years. And before I jump into my entire strategy, which I'm going to be breaking down for you in this class, I first need to introduce you to who I am. So my name's Tay, and I built my first business ever back in 2016. I was 7 months pregnant. I was 23 years old. I was on WIC. I had $100 to my name and I had already wrecked my credit. At the time, I was married to someone in the military and I was at a 9 to 5, and I knew that I wanted to be at home with my daughter when she was born. Not only did I know I wanted to be at home with her, I literally could not afford childcare and I had to keep her at home with me. So at that 9 to 5, I had searched high and low for jobs, for work from home jobs, and I stumbled across being a virtual assistant. So when I was on maternity leave, I said, I'm going to start my own virtual assistant business. Now, mind you, I had no degree. I had dropped out of college. I had no money. I had literally no way to get loans or credit cards. I grew up with a single mom in a trailer, so I didn't have rich parents to bail me out of this really scary and possibly poor, risky decision. And I decided to create a virtual assistant business. And for the next 6 to 12 months after this, I spent so many hours cold DMing people, trying to get clients, and was making a little bit of money. In 2018, though, I went through a divorce. I finally left my abusive ex-husband. He was mentally and physically abusive. And while I still did not make enough money to pay all the bills and be a single parent, I knew that this was something I had to do. I got to the point where I had to apply for 9 to 5s because I needed to pay my bills. I went in for 3 interviews for one position, paying $40,000 salary per year, which was more money than I was making. And after that third interview, another candidate was picked because she had a degree. And at that point, I knew it was do or die for me. I just knew, like, I was like, I have to do something and make this work. I decided to niche down in my VA business to wedding professionals. I had loved the wedding industry forever. I knew so much about it. And within 6 months, I had a booked out agency. Fast forward to the end of 2019, I was asked to be a keynote speaker at a conference for hundreds of wedding professionals. And after that conference, which I had no public speaking, I had no public speaking at this point. I didn't have a podcast. I barely was on Instagram. I definitely didn't show my face, but I said yes. I went up there and I taught women everything I knew about business. And after that, I had tons of women asking for coaching. And prior to this, I had never thought that I would be a coach. In 2021, I had now had a coaching business. I decided to launch my first ever group coaching program and get certified as a life and business coach. Now, in this year, 2021, I not only hit my first 6 figures in 6 months, I not only built my first ever group coaching program, but I was finally able to stop working 40 to 60-hour weeks as an agency owner and move into a coaching model that allowed me to work 10 to 15 hours a week while being a full-time mom and homeschooling my oldest daughter. In 2020, I remarried, and now in 2023 and 4, I have 2 kids at home. I had my second daughter in 2023. I now raise both of my children. One is in a not public school, one's in private school, but it's at home, and the other is homeschooled slash home. She's a toddler. And I run a multi six-figure coaching business on 10 hours a week. And I attribute every single part of this to group coaching. Group coaching has totally changed my life. It has not only helped me work less and make more, but it has also helped me change so many other women's lives because I was able to coach 40 to 50 plus women per year, give them hands-on coaching while still working the hours I wanted to work, while still growing my business without ads and with a small audience. But our students have been able to get so many quicker, faster results because they're in the room with one another. They're able to network, they're able to work together, they're able to see how other people are running their businesses and getting coached. And it has been able to change both of our lives. And not only that, but help me create a life first business approach. I have been teaching women how to build life first businesses forever. From how you run your schedule, how you run your day to day, if you want to homeschool your children, if you just want a business model that allows you the freedom and flexibility to have a life, this is the business model for you. I taught this approach because I literally had no other choice. I was a single mom and my life had to come first. But then once I remarried, I knew I wanted to keep my kids at home through COVID and the craziness of the world. I just knew that I did not want to put my kids in public school and I wanted to be a really present parent, but I also wanted to be a CEO. I also wanted to have a purpose. And now I'm the breadwinner of my family while keeping my kids at home. And some days are not as easy as others, but I think that this has been the number one way to not only have a life that I really, really love and a life that allows me time at home with my girls, but also it allows me to change so many other women's lives. And so today, inside this masterclass, I'm going to be breaking down exactly how to build the signature offer that does just this for you. So let me switch over here. I'm going to reshare my screen to my other document and let's go through this entire document. Let me get you full screen here so you guys can see that. Let me zoom in. Hopefully you guys can see this. Okay. So let's first talk about different types of offers, right? Because in the beginning, I'm talking about group coaching, but there's so many different types of offers. And as you're building your coaching business, whether you are a one-to-one coach, whether you are a coach that does low ticket or memberships or courses, or maybe you're even a service provider thinking of moving into coaching, you have to know what type of offer is best for you. And one of the biggest mistakes I see coaches make is starting with low ticket offers, starting with courses, starting with memberships, or even trying to fill one-to-one coaching after you just moved out of a service business model, right? Because here's the thing. Low ticket offers are not about filling your funnel. They are not about being your number one source of income. Typically, your low ticket offers, you're looking at under 100, maybe $200, and they're usually just a one-time price. So you sell a person into this offer, they pay you one time, and then you either sell them into a higher ticket offer or you don't make more money. You don't make monthly recurring revenue. So low ticket offers, a lot of times my coaches who are at the multi-six and seven figure level, what we do is we use low ticket offers to get new people into our world, to help them learn about us, to help them know more about our coaching and what we offer, to give them a quick transformation. And it's just like a tiny small income boost, but it's not really the income that we're focused on. It's getting more people in the room with you. It's getting more people to buy into your business model. And once they've done that, then we sell them into higher ticket offers, typically group coaching programs, high-end offers, or masterminds. So if you're starting your coaching business, low ticket offers are not what I suggest doing at all. They're just as hard to sell. They take just as much time as a higher ticket offer to create, and they will create burnout and exhaustion from constantly selling. Same with memberships and courses. So a membership model, and we're going to dive into like the different types and the pricing and the pros and the cons of each, but the membership model itself is all about getting people in the room with you. But with the membership model, you typically have people who can come and go every month or every 3 months. And so it's not a steady income. And if you do not have hundreds of thousands of warm leads ready to buy in, a membership is not going to solve your sales problem. Same with a course. A course is great to have semi-passive income, but in the beginning, you're probably not running ads. You probably don't have the money to run ads. You probably haven't mastered what I'm going to show you today as far as a signature offer goes, or a signature framework to be able to get lots of people into a course. And then mind you, courses require you to be selling all the time. So if you're not running ads, it's not actually passive when you're selling all the time. So I usually help my coaches start with some kind of signature program, signature group offer. Now let's get into what are the different types of offers. Now I just talked about a low ticket pop-up offer. Usually it's under 100, maybe $200, and it's great to get people in the door. It's great for quick and easy sales if you've already built the audience. And it's not quick and easy sales if you haven't built your audience, right? If you haven't mastered messaging, if you haven't mastered content, if you haven't mastered selling and getting leads in the door, a pop-up low ticket offer is not going to change this for you. Imagine this, okay? Inside your business, you're posting content, right? Maybe you have a blog, maybe you have a podcast, maybe you are posting content on social media. This is a really, really great way to nurture an audience that you've already built. But if you don't have a lead generation system, meaning aren't getting new leads in the door, you're just posting content and hoping somebody sees it, you're going to spend a lot of time getting zero sales or crickets when you post an offer, no matter what the price is, because what you're currently doing is you're nurturing, right? Content, podcasts, blogs, emails are meant to nurture the audience you've already built. It's meant to warm them up. It's meant to build trust and authority in order to sell offers, but it's not an actual lead gen strategy. And for so many people, they're creating pop-up offers in the exact same way that they're posting and praying online with content, right? You post your low ticket offer, you're like, this is an easy no-brainer offer, but you don't have anyone to sell to. You haven't built a warm audience. You don't have a lead gen strategy. So I don't suggest this being the first thing you do when you're stepping into coaching or you're trying to get to 10K months. Second is courses. We just covered this. Courses are typically under $2,000. Yes, they can reach a wider audience because you don't have to actually deliver coaching. You build it and then it runs. Typically, people will run ads behind this. But again, if you don't have an audience built, if you don't have a very clear lead system of new leads coming in your door every day and every week, and you're not really good at messaging and sales, your course is going to flop. Like, let's be honest, you're not just going to magically sell people in it just because you created a course. I wish it was that easy, but unfortunately it isn't. And that's the same with memberships. Typically your membership fees are $30 to maybe $300, and $300 like a year. You're usually looking at somewhere between $10 to $97 a month, and that can create monthly recurring revenue. But you could also have people that just bounce. Like, you could have up and down. And if your membership is only $50 and you're trying to get to a 10K month consistently, then we need to take 10K divided by 50. You need 200 people in this membership model paying you every single month. And most of you aren't signing 200 clients, or you probably wouldn't be here to begin with. So let's get into group coaching. This is my favorite business model forever and ever. Amen. And I don't think I'll change my mind on this. My mind was made up in 2021 when it changed my life. And the price point typically ranges somewhere between 1 to 15K for the group coaching. And what I typically have my students do is start out at $1,000 to $2,000 for your program. And then we move into like up to 5 and 10K after that. Now, this is a really affordable model for your clients, and it's more affordable than one-to-one coaching because they're in a room with other women. And the reason it's so great for you is because you get to coach 10 to 20 to 30 people at one time in 1 to 2 hours a week while still growing your income, right? Now, the cons is maybe that you have to manage multiple personalities and coaching a room. But honestly, it's been life-changing for me because I have got to meet so many different people, and it's allowed me to learn how to coach different people. So I've just honestly made my coaching skills 100 times better because I'm learning how different personalities need different types of coaching. Number 5 is masterminds. Now, with masterminds, I typically say that your mastermind model would be after you've hit 100K, because a mastermind is different than group coaching. It's usually a bit smaller than a group coaching model. It's a bit more intimate. You're working more closely with clients and helping them achieve big results, but really you're getting people in the room together to talk about big ideas and bring ideas together and what has and hasn't worked for them. And so you want to make sure that that room is a really quality room of women who have hit a certain milestone. So for us, our mastermind starts, you have to have made already at least 50K and you're ready to go to multi 6 figures. It's really mostly made for women, our mastermind, who've hit closer to that 100K mark. And our mastermind investment is $15,000, right? So you want to make sure that your investment matches whatever the results are. And we're going to get into how to price your offer in just a minute. And then the last model is one-to-one coaching and VIP days. And a lot of people think that this might be your lower ticket offer, the ticket to start with. But this honestly just puts you back into trading your time for dollars, and it can cap you. It will cap your time and it will cap your money. And if you're a service provider, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because your business model as a service provider is to provide a service for one business owner. You trade a certain amount of time for a certain amount of money, and then you're capped on time and you're capped on money. And so you can have one-to-one offers that range from $1,000 or $1,000 a month to even $10,000 or $10,000 a month. But you want to think of this as your most elite offer. So for me, I only take 2 one-to-one coaching clients every 6 to 12 months. And VIP days I offer for a very special like a bonus for our mastermind students. And with one-to-one coaching and VIP days, this is a $20,000 offer. This is like the creme de la creme of coaching. It is a personalized experience. It's very hands-on. It's very customized, but it limits your scalability and It limits your time for dollars. And usually when you're stepping into coaching, you're probably not already starting out at like a $20,000 price point. So let's get into how to create a scalable offer. What is a scalable offer? So an offer that is scalable is an offer that obviously scales. It allows your business to grow with little to no changes. And so this would not be a one-to-one offer, right? This wouldn't be a done for you service or a VIP day because that offer is not scalable. You will run out of time and you will be capped on money. But a group coaching program allows you to scale. It allows you to take you one and then be able to coach many. So we cap our group coaching programs. Like for instance, our signature program is Coach School. We cap it at 40 students per year. So we only open it a few times a year. We take a certain amount of students because that allows me to coach every single person in the room, give them hands-on attention. It allows me to still work the schedule that I want to work. And with the price point of $10,000 at 40 students, we're already hitting a 400K year just with one offer. Now, our offer bootcamp program, that's our lower level program. It's only $2,000. We can take up to 100 students in this offer with the level of support because it has a scalable model to it. But if we were to hit 100 students, we would probably put in some support coaches with me so that every student gets additional support. Okay, so I will link this checklist for you guys down below. I'm not going to obviously go through the whole list because I want to get to the best parts of this class, but I'll link this down below and you can go through this entire process that I've put for you about scalable models and what it looks like and how to do it and how to make future decisions. But I want to get into next is how to create a magnetic AF offer. Now, creating a magnetic offer that sells, like it really, really sells itself, comes down to three things. And this is my signature framework that I teach inside of my program, Offer Bootcamp. The process is only 3 steps. Step 1 is it's micro, niched, and very, very specific. Some coaches are not going to tell you to niche. And that used to maybe work back in the day, but now more than ever, people are buying from coaches who have a very specific offer for a very specific person. And for me, a niche isn't just moms or creatives or course creators. That is not specific enough. It needs to be micro, niche, and micro specific. So here are a couple examples I've put in here. Moms that have a coaching business and want to homeschool their kids. This is very specific to the type of mom they are, what type of business they have, and what they want. Coaches and service providers that want to create one scalable offer to take to 6 figures without ads, which is probably who you are right now. And you might even be a mom who wants to homeschool too, because I hit both of those with my story and my messaging and who I'm talking to, because that's a version of me. Number 3 is course creators that want to charge premium prices for the course. Another way to micro niche. The more specific you can be, the easier it is to not only create an offer, not only create a very clear process and to create a tangible outcome for your offer, but it's also very specific when you create content. It makes creating content and messaging 1,000 times easier because you always know who you're talking to. You always know what you're talking about. And of course, the tornado sirens here are going off. So if you hear that in the background, please ignore it. Okay, number 2, it has a very clear process. In my program, the offer bootcamp, we call this your offer bridge. So this takes your current ideal client from exactly where they are right now to where they want to be, which is your program promise. So the in between is, I want you to imagine a bridge. And as they're walking over this bridge, every step they're taking is a step of your process. It's a part of your framework that's going to get them to the other side of the bridge, which is the outcome, which is the program promise, their desires. So your signature process needs to be very clear and a very simple process. So for us, it's 3 steps. It's decide your micro niche, decide your process, your framework, and then decide the outcome of your offer. And then the third part is the outcome. Now, your outcome and your promise needs to be tangible. It needs to be clear. It needs to be an actual promise. Saying, I'll help you build confidence is not why people are buying your offer. Confidence is a byproduct that they're going to get. Sure, once they go through your offer, maybe they will be so much more confident. But that is not what is going to get people to buy from you. People are not out here buying just confidence. They're buying something more specific than confidence. So for here, it's, yes, you're going to build a high ticket group signature offer in 90 days or less, and you're going to do it without ads. So you always know how to create and sell offers on repeat. Will you get confidence after this? Hell yes. You will have so much confidence in building offers and selling them and writing copy and messaging and marketing, and you always know what to say. But you don't care about the confidence. You care about, I want to know exactly how to build an offer that sells, and I want to know how to talk about this offer. I want to know how to create really clear messaging and content for my offer so I actually get sales. That's what you care about. So your program promise has to be clear and it has to be tangible. For Offer Bootcamp, here is the exact program promise, who we help and how we help them. Okay. Offer Bootcamp helps coaches that are stuck in one-to-one coaching or service providers trading time for dollars create a high-ticket, scalable signature offer that will allow them to grow their business faster without trading more time for dollars. Plus, we teach you how to master your messaging and content to fill your program without ads in just 90 days or less. It's very clear about who it helps, the type of person it helps, what we do, how we do it, the outcome, and how long it will take, right? It's very clear. It's very micro niche. It's a clear process with a clear outcome. Now let's talk about how to price your offer. Once you've decided the three most important things of your offer, now it's how do we price it? I have two rules for pricing. Number one is that you have to believe in your price. You have to believe that this price is a freaking steal. You have to believe that this price matches the value. You have to believe in the price so much so that you're willing to go out and sell it without drama. I will never tell you to raise your price if you already aren't confident in your price. We need to build the belief in your offer. And when you go through my process of building a really clear, specific, simple offer, it becomes really clear the value and the outcome and why someone should pay this amount for it. Which leads me into number two is that your offer's program promise actually matches the value. You are not over or undercharging and it makes sense to your buyer, okay? So think of it this way. If a brand new Mercedes is on the lot and you went to buy it and it retails for $90,000, but they're selling it for $20K, you'd probably assume the car is shit. You'd probably assume there's something wrong with the car because it doesn't match the actual value of the product or the brand or the name or the messaging. And the same goes for your offer. If you're promising them the world in six figures and you're promising them a whole business and it's going to be scalable and it's going to be change their life, but you're only charging $200, they're going to assume the product's either shit or the support isn't there. So those are the number two things I want you to think about when you're pricing your offer. And then my last pricing rule is that it has to match your goals, has to match the scalability of what you want your business to hit. So if you have a goal of 10K months, but your offer is $200, you need 50 people in there. And if you're one-to-one coaching, you don't have time for 50 clients. And if you don't have a clear lead gen process that's converting clients very, very well, very quickly, you're probably not signing 50 clients a month. So if you have a $2,000 signature offer, you could sign 5 clients and hit 10K months. Or you could even have a 5K offer that signs only 2 clients a month and still hits 10K months. And then you're building monthly reoccurring revenue. Okay. So when we're creating our offer, this is what I want you to think about. The offer aligns with your dream life. It aligns with the life you want to live. It allows you to have the money you want to make and it's scalable. Even if you're not charging 5 to 10K now, it could potentially charge that in the future. And maybe you're starting out with like a 2K program. It allows you to live your dream schedules. You have to know the life you want to live and the schedule you want to work, and it aligns with your clients' desires, right? So when you're thinking about your process, you're thinking about your niche, you're thinking about the outcome and the program promise, you want to make sure this actually aligns with your dream clients' desires and not what you think they want or need. It is specific to your niche and their exact problem. Again, it's not about your process, it's about their problem. So the thing about group coaching is nobody out here is like dying for a group coaching program. What you're actually dying for is more time in your day, a scalable business model that makes more money. It delivers results. It gets you working with clients. It gets your clients results and it makes you the money you want to make. So I'm not selling group coaching. I'm selling you on a business model that allows you to work less and make more money, really easy and tangibly. So when you're selling your offer, it needs to match their actual desires. So if you help them with tech, nobody's out here dying to buy tech. We're buying tech because it allows us to work efficiently. It allows us to get more time in our day. It allows us to make more money. So you need to make sure that you're actually talking to their desires, not your process. And the next one is it solves one major problem. So the more specific you can be on the one major problem it solves, the better. Of course, it delivers results. You're not just out here being a mentor and telling campfire stories and pretending to be a coach. You're actually driving strategies that get results. And you're willing to put your neck out there and say, when you go through my process, it actually delivers X result, which is the program promise we talked about. It's very clear. It's very simple. The offer has enough time to get clients results with added support. So for example, Offer Bootcamp, within 90 days, you have made every program decision you need to make. You've built the program, you have all of your tech in place, and you've mastered your messaging and content in 90 days. But I give you 6 months to go through the program because this gives you enough time without being rushed to get results. The next one, your framework drives results and is the coach. So, for example, my framework that I've created, this is the coach. This is the process that you're going to go through to get the result. I will be there to coach you. I will be there to support you, but it is the process that you go through, my clients go through to get results. The next one, the program is outlined to support your clients in the best way possible. So for us, we not only give you 2 monthly Zoom coaching calls with me to get coaching, support, hands-on feedback, we also give you a Slack channel where you can voice memo in each day of the week. You can get feedback from me. You can get mindset coaching from me. You can get me looking at your sales page. I'll look at your offer. I'll look at the price. I'll look at your program promise. I'll look at your content. So there's different levels of support. And then there's also the self-paced course. So you can go in and watch modules on your own. If you were to join right now, like let's say I'm sleeping or I'm recording this class, you could start binging content and meeting your classmates immediately. And then the next one is the price is so aligned that it doesn't actually scare you to tell people because you know that this is a steal. You know that the price matches the value and the outcome of your offer. The offer is an undercharge and an overvalue. You're willing to give your clients real stuff. Like I have just broken down so much content for you and so much strategy in this masterclass, and I haven't even asked for any money from you yet, right? I'm willing to over deliver for free because I know that when I do this, I build trust, I build authority. You're like, wow, if this is free and she's giving me all this, I cannot imagine what I'm going to learn from her in 6 freaking months. And then when you come into my 6-month program for just $2,000, you're like, oh my God, you are blown away. You've changed your life. Your offer is built. You always know how to build an offer. You always know how to write messaging and marketing and content and like compelling stories around your offers. You always know how to sell in. And this is a skill that lasts a lifetime for only $2,000. Now I've built more trust. Now I've built more authority. Now I'm getting you more results. So I know that my offers are a steal. Number, I don't even know what we're on. 100. It's exciting to sell. Like you actually love your offer. You love talking about it. I'm sure you guys can hear me right now. Like I'm so excited about this offer because I know it changes lives and it's so good and it's something you have to have in your business, which leads me to that you have no drama about your offer. You are literally Kanye West over your offer. That's how freaking good it is. And the last one is that the length of your program is enough time to get your clients the actual results that you said. Now, in this list below, I go through 15 steps to have a magnetic AF offer, and I break them down very detailed about exactly how to do this. And then I invite you into Offer Bootcamp. So let's talk about what our clients are saying. Jade said that I finally pushed her to get over her indecision, her perfectionism, and her mindset issues around group coaching and launched the program she's been dreaming about for 2 years. Her clients finally have access to all the templates and resources and trainings that she's always created, and she feels really confident in selling her signature offer. I not only helped her nail down her niche and program promise, which has made marketing a whole lot easier, but Jade launched her program while she was pregnant and signed 6 clients in less than 90 days. The next one says, big shout out to Tay. After today's call, I created a post for both Instagram and Facebook and already got a comment on Facebook asking for more program info. Someone said, one of the best investments I've made in this year. And I'm obviously not going to read all of these to you, but I will link our program below and you can see, oh no, our link. Let's go back here. Let me get you the actual link here. If you go into Offer Bootcamp and you go to the sales page, you guys can scroll down and see what other clients have said. We have tons of testimonials here. We have people signing their first clients, and we have people who are finally feeling confident in their offers. You can join this program right now, today. You can get instant access into your portal. You can start binging the content, come over to Slack, say hi to me, say hi to the classmates, and then you will have 2 monthly coaching calls with me and hands-on coaching and feedback every single week in our Slack channel. So head on over, join Offer Bootcamp, and thank you guys so much for being in this class. I hope you learned so much. It's time for you to get out there and create your signature offer.